Welcome back to Big Boss Football. So today we're going to be discussing these important quotes which I saw here by Alvaro Arbeloa. So it says, all teams run more than us. We need to run more, pressing and defending. Talent alone is not enough anymore. Players have to understand that that's what Real Madrid is about. Real Madrid is not built with players who go on the pitch wearing tuxedos. So let's get into it. First of all, I agree with Arbeloa here. Look, Madrid's problems this season and last season is mainly down to, of course, injuries. We can't ignore the injuries and say, Madrid are performing bad just because of so and so and so and so. No, Madrid are performing bad. Number one, and most importantly, because of the injuries. Madrid don't have their best team fit. Some of the players are fit, but Rodrigo is a big miss. Courtois was a big miss against Bayern. Who's this player? Who's this player? Who's this player? Militao, big miss. Carvajal not being like at his physical peak anymore. That's a big miss. David Alaba not being at his physical peak anymore. Big miss. Ferland Mendy, we see his performances when he's fit. Big miss. So you have all those players that are missing. They make a huge, huge difference. Very huge difference. So yeah, look. But let's discuss this. First, let's start with the pressing, and then we'll go to the tracking back, defending, etc., etc. So let's start with the pressing. First of all, with the pressing, guys. Now, in my opinion, I may be wrong on this, but a big team, you don't need to press against the small teams. You can do pressing maybe a few times in a game, but not 24/7 pressing. But against a big team, you have to keep pressing it. You have to press them. You can't say you're just gonna sit off and watch them play. Because anybody that's watched football or that's played football, just particularly if you've played as a center back, you know that it's easy for me, like me when I used to play as a center back, it's easy for me when I'm playing the center back position and I'm allowed to just pass the ball, pick a pass there, turn on the ball, do some shimmies and some dummies on the ball, all of that stuff. It's easy to do that when you're not getting pressed. But when you're getting pressed, there's no time to do anything. You just get the ball and pass. You get the ball and pass. Get the ball and pass. Um, to give an example, do you guys remember the goal Dembele scored against PSG in the Club World Cup where Rudiger made that mistake after receiving the ball? See, Dembele was on him, pressing him immediately. There was no time for Rudiger to do anything. That's why Rudiger made that mistake. Anybody that's played the centre back position understands that Rudiger mistake. He got the ball and immediately Dembele was on his tail. Immediately. It feels so uncomfortable. No one is comfortable getting pressed. This is why many teams press in modern football and they score a lot of goals from mistakes due to pressing. So pressing is important against big teams. The small teams, you don't need to press them, they'll make mistakes anyways, or you score anyways. Not individual brilliance, but you guys, because of the talent gap, you score anyways without pressing. But against a big team, you can't just say, we're gonna score without pressing a single time. No way. So look, so yeah, look. It's the same with when it comes to tracking back, which is defending, which is what Arbeloa means here by defending. So what do they mean by tracking back? So let's look at PSG, for example, Exhibit A. Exhibit A. So look at PSG. PSG had Messi, Neymar, and Mbappe. They didn't win Champions League or even come close to winning the Champions League. Do you know why? This is why. But they're winning with Doué, Dembele, and Kavicha. Now on paper, you look at those two attacks and you say, but Messi, Neymar, and Mbappe front three is way better than Kavicha, Dembele, and Doué. But this is the thing. Against Messi, Neymar, and Mbappe, yes, on the ball, they're going to be fantastic. On the ball, they're going to be fantastic. Attack-wise, they're going to be fantastic. But when it comes to scoring them, when it comes to defending against a Bayern, a Man City, a Real Madrid, all those teams, it's going to be Barcelona. It's going to be very hard to keep those teams from scoring, defending with only 7 players. Because you have a scenario where when you have Messi, Neymar, and Mbappe, they are all in front. They don't track back. They don't track runners. They don't track back. They just stay up there and wait for the ball for for attacking situations. Now that is not good against a small team that can work, or against a team that is way less talented than you that can work. But against a team that's equally as talented as you, that is terrible because you're gonna have a case where your defense won't be able to keep them out because you can't defend these big teams. They all basically attack with 11. Maybe they attack with 8 or 9. Well, yeah, you see, so it becomes very difficult. Look at the PSG. Look at the Real Madrid versus Look at the Real Madrid versus PSG game in 2022. You have literally there's a line where you see Messi, Neymar, and Mbappe. They're all up there. And then Madrid score a goal with Benzema, Marquinhos. I don't know, it passed through his legs or whatever happened. I don't know what, I can't remember the exact goal. But you saw the goals Benzema scored. All of the goals Benzema scored, Messi, Neymar, and Mbappe are just up there waiting for the ball. The gap between the midfield and the attack is vast, super vast. That's not good. So that's the thing. Tracking back helps a lot. Because look now when you play PSG, Dembele is tracking back, Kavicha is tracking back, Due is tracking back. So yeah, the issue comes defensively with the with with great teams and teams that just are just good on paper. So um, look at Madrid currently. Look at the Bayern game. See when Madrid played Bayern. You see that Luis Diaz goal in the second leg after Camavinga got sent off. Mbappe could have actually blocked that ball or stopped that goal from happening if he just tracked back. But Mbappe was there strolling, as Arbeloa said, wearing his tuxedo. I'm too big for this stuff. I don't defend. Sometimes in the life I'm too competitive. So sometimes in the life I'm too competitive. He was just there. And Luis Diaz, he beat one player, he beat two players, he scored. You're down to 10 men, and you have a player like Mbappe just strolling there wearing his tuxedo, as Arbeloa said. No, you have to get in there and track back. I believe that goal is avoided if Mbappe just tracks back, but refuses to track back. Vinicius and Mbappe, they don't track back. Vinicius used to track back, but it seems like Mbappe is a bad influence for Vinicius because now he never tracks back. Like never ever ever tracks back. Never tracks back. He just waits there with Mbappe. And I don't know why players they literally just wait there for an attack. No matter what happens, no matter who they see free, no matter how they see players uh, making runs that they can easily block, they just watch the players go score Madrid. So yeah, that thing is not good. So I hope when Jose Mourinho comes to Madrid, you can see what we are all seeing, that Madrid players, not against the small teams of course, but against the big teams, you have to drill in these players that they need to track back. Because if you don't track back, you can't compete at the high level anymore. You can't beat a team like PSG when your players are not tracking back or you're not pressing. No, absolutely not. The the tracking back thing is actually more important than the pressing, in my opinion. Because pressing, look, pressing you can argue drains the team. It drains them very fast. Yes, you can create more chances and all that, but a team that parking the bus, see when you're parking the bus, you don't necessarily press, but everybody tracks back. So for me, look, pressing is important, but it's not as important as tracking back. Tracking back is very important. A team can win the Champions League not pressing, but you can't win the Champions League not passing back, not tracking back. Impossible. You can't win the Champions League defending with 7. You can't. You can't defend with 7. Maybe you can defend with 9, but to defend with 8, nah, it's impossible. Defending with 8 is impossible. This is why PSG is successful now. They were not successful before, because now they're defending with everyone. Before they were only defending with 7, the midfield and the defenders. Literally, the attackers offered nothing defensively. So yeah, look, this is the reason Madrid need to fix this, because 2 seasons trophyless is wild. That's crazy. Madrid need to fix this next season. They have to be more serious, man. They can't say that they don't care about the club this much. You have to care about your team. They have to. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, share the video, guys. And look, I'll see you guys on the next one. But look, this is important. Jose Mourinho needs to drill these players that you have not against the small teams, but against the